If I only had $50, these are the mechanical keyboards that I would buy. Epommaker Ajazz AK820 Pro. This keyboard completely redefines what you can get for around $50, feeling more like $100 plus board right out of the box. In my experience, the first thing that stands out is the sound and feel. It has this really satisfying poppy and marbly sound profile without any modding, which is rare at this price point. The gasket mount design gives it a pleasant flex while typing, and while the case is plastic, it feels surprisingly solid and sturdy. What really surprised me was the inclusion of a customizable TFT screen and a smooth tactile volume knob. Features you just don't see on budget boards. It's not perfect, the stock switches can be a bit loud for a quiet office, and finding the right software version was a bit of a hunt. But considering it also has tri-mode wireless connectivity and hot-swappable switches, this is the perfect keyboard for someone who wants a premium feature-packed experience and the option to customize without breaking the bank. Logitech G413 TKL SE. The Logitech G413 TKL SE is all about solid, no-frills reliability from a big-name brand. When I got my hands on it, the first thing I noticed was the build quality. The aluminum top plate feels incredibly sturdy and there's almost no deck flex, which is impressive for the price. The PVT keycaps also feel great and durable, a definite step up from the cheap ABS on many competitors. However, the typing experience itself is where it falls a bit flat for me. The tactile switches feel a little rough and heavy during long typing sessions, almost leading to finger fatigue. While it's very responsive for gaming thanks to its low latency, the lack of software support is a major drawback. You can't remap keys or program any macros, which is a core feature for many gamers and power users. This board is for someone who values build quality and brand trust above all else and just wants a simple, durable keyboard that works right out of the box without any fuss. If it were my $50, I'd buy the Epommaker Ajazz AK820 Pro in a heartbeat, simply because it offers an enthusiast-level feature set on a superior typing experience for the price of a basic, stripped-down board. If I only had $100, these are the mechanical keyboards that I would buy. Aula F99 Pro. The Aula F99 Pro is one of those keyboards that genuinely surprised me with just how much it packs in for the price. Right out of the box, the typing experience is impressively smooth and quiet thanks to its gasket-mounted design and multiple layers of sound-dampening foam. I found it really comfortable for long work sessions, and the massive 8000 mAh battery meant I could go for days without even thinking about a charger. While the plastic case feels a bit cheap and has some flex, you get features like tri-mode connectivity and hot-swappable switches, which is fantastic for customization. The main drawback for me was the keycaps. They aren't shine-through, making them hard to read in the dark even with the RGB on. Honestly, if you want a feature-packed keyboard that's a joy to type on and you don't mind a plastic build, this is an incredible value for both work and gaming. Epommaker Galaxy 100. The Epommaker Galaxy 100 immediately makes a different kind of statement, and it's all about the build. The moment I picked it up, the 2 kilograms weight from its full CNC aluminum body felt incredibly premium, like something from a much higher price bracket. On the desk, it's an absolute tank with zero flex. The typing feel is just as solid, delivering a satisfying thoughtful sound without any modifications needed. I love that it keeps a full number pad in a more compact 1800 layout, which saves desk space without sacrificing functionality. The metal volume knob is a nice touch for quick adjustments, however, its sheer weight means it's not a keyboard you'll be tossing in a backpack, and I found getting the VIA software to work was a bit of a headache. This one is perfect for someone who wants that heavy custom keyboard feel and sound right out of the box and plans to keep it parked on their desk. If I had to spend my $100, I would buy the Epommaker Galaxy 100 because its premium aluminum build quality feels like it belongs in a much more expensive category, offering a better long-term value and experience. If I only had $150, these are the mechanical keyboards that I would buy. Keychron Q1 Pro. The Keychron Q1 Pro is what happens when a keyboard built like a high-end tool instead of a plastic toy. It completely redefines what a premium feel means at this price point. From the moment I put my hands on it, the solid all-aluminum body felt incredibly sturdy and substantial on my desk. The typing experience is where it truly surprised me. The double gasket design gives it this wonderfully soft, bouncy feel that was a dream for long writing sessions, absorbing the impact of every keystroke. I noticed my typing speed was solid, though the tall KSA profile keycaps took a day or two to get used to, and I made a few more mistakes than usual at first. It's not perfect, this thing is heavy, so it's definitely not a board you'll be carrying around despite its compact 75% layout. But for someone who spends hours writing, that satisfying cushioned feel is a game changer. It's the perfect keyboard for a writer code or anyone who prioritizes typing comfort and build quality over portability. Keychron K2AG. The Keychron K2AG is an entirely different beast. It's a sleeper gaming keyboard that packs bleeding edge tech into a classic understated frame. What blew me away were the Hall effect magnetic switches, which let me customize the actuation point of each key with incredible precision. In fast-paced games like Counter-Strike 2, I set the movement keys to be hyper-responsive, and the difference was immediate. My character felt quicker and more agile. This board combines the customizability of high-end gaming decks with the refined typing experience Keychron is known for. The keys feel light and responsive without needing to be bottomed out, which made both gaming and typing feel effortless. While it offers fewer switch choices at this moment, the performance you get is undeniable. This is the keyboard for the person who wants a single, versatile board for both serious productivity and competitive gaming, without compromising on either. If I had to choose one, I would buy the Keychron K2AG because its magnetic switches offer a level of customization for gaming that the Q1 Pro can't match, still while delivering a fantastic typing experience for everyday work. And if I only had $200, these are the mechanical keyboards that I would buy. Wooting 60AG. The Wooting 60AG is a keyboard that brought analog input to the mainstream, and it completely lives up to the hype for competitive gamers. In my experience, the ability to customize the actuation point of each key and enable features like rapid trigger is a game changer, offering a level of control that feels almost like cheating. The gate-all lacquer switches are incredibly smooth, and the compact 60% layout fees up a massive amount of desk space for mouse movement. However, it's not perfect for everyone. Being a wired-only keyboard, it's not the most versatile option, and its high profile without an included wrist rest can cause some fatigue during long sessions. It's a tool built for one purpose: winning. If you are a serious competitive gamer who values raw performance and customization above all else, this is the one to get. Neo 5 Field 75HE. The Neo 5 Field 75HE is what happens when you take the same Hall effect switch technology and build it for someone who does more than just game. The first thing I noticed was its standout retro-futuristic design and excellent build quality, complete with pre-lubed switches that make typing feel fantastic right out of the box. In practice, it offers latency that's just as impressive as the Wooting, even supporting an 8000 Hz polling rate. But it adds a ton of practical features like a dedicated volume wheel, extra macro keys, and thumb buttons that are genuinely useful in day-to-day use and casual gaming. The main drawback for me is the keycaps. They aren't shine-through, which makes them hard to read in the dark, a surprising oversight for an RGB keyboard. This keyboard is perfect for the gamer who also needs a solid feature-rich keyboard for typing and productivity, offering a more well-rounded experience without sacrificing gaming performance. If I had to spend my own $200, I would buy the Neo 5 Field 75AG because its extra function keys, volume knob, and superior typing feel make it much more versatile keyboard for both work and play. Now it gets interesting. If I had unlimited amount of money to spend on a mechanical keyboard, here's what I would buy. Keychron Q6AG. The Keychron Q6AG is the keyboard that proves a full-size layout can still be a top-tier gaming performer. From the moment I put it on my desk, the sheer heft of the solid aluminum body was impressive. This thing is a tank that doesn't move or flex at all. In my experience, typing on the pre-installed Gateron Nebula magnetic switches is incredibly smooth and quiet, giving a deep thought that's satisfying for both late-night gaming and office work. The real magic, however, is the software. I was able to fine-tune the actuation point of every single key, setting some to be hypersensitive for gaming and others with a deeper press to avoid typos while writing, which felt like teaching the keyboard my personal typing style. While the battery life is solid, lasting me well over 40 hours on the 2.4 GHz connection, its massive size and nearly 4-pound weight means it's not going anywhere once it's set up. This is the perfect keyboard for someone with a permanent desk setup who refuses to choose between a numpad for productivity and the rapid trigger performance needed for competitive gaming. Asus ROG Azoth 75%. The Asus ROG Azoth is one of those rare products that delivers love at first touch. It completely redefines what a pre-built gaming keyboard can feel like. I was honestly shocked by its density and the premium granite stable feel of the key presses right out of the box. There's absolutely no wobble or cheapness here. Asus nailed the sound and feel, with layered off internal sound dampening foam and pre-looped switches that make it sound and feel like a high-end custom board without any of the work. The little OLED screen is more than a gimmick. I found it genuinely useful for checking system stats on the fly without tabbing out of a game. Of course, the compact 75% layout means you lose the numpad, which is a deal breaker if you do a lot of data entry, and its high profile can feel a bit tiring during long sessions without a wrist rest. For me, this keyboard is the ultimate pick for a gamer who wants the premium sound, feel, and performance of an enthusiast custom keyboard straight out of the box. If I had to choose one, I would buy the Asus ROG Azoth because its compact form factor and enthusiast great typing feel straight out of the box are a better fit for my gaming focused setup. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the best mechanical keyboards for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description. Alright, peace out.